How about you? I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. It never gets old, does it?
It doesn't.
It really
it's great.
don't.
It's a great intro.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, today we're going to cover the Woodland Mills Stump Grinder on the back of a Kioti CK4010 tractor, and you're going to see what kind of damage this thing does to these stumps. Stumps have no chance, as they say. So anyway, so you're going to get to see that process. We'll kind of do a quick review of the Stump Grinder, tell you a little bit about it, and then show you some of the capabilities. So let's get started.
Alright folks, before we get started, I wanted to go ahead and give an overview a little bit on this Woodland Mills Stump Grinder. So it's a WG24. The 24 indicates that it's a 24-inch disc. There are 34 carbide cutting teeth here. You can see here. It does a really good job. I've used it to grind maybe 15 or 20 stumps, red oak, pine, white oak, all kinds of stuff here. Stuff that just got knocked down after the storm around the house. A lot of the good features on this are going to be the chainsaw scabbard here. Makes it really nice when you're going through and kind of cutting the stump down. The way that it operates is with this hitch here, or this pivot point. As you're driving forward and grinding the stump, kind of keep an eye on the head, and it kind of does its own speed, if you will, because if you go too fast, it'll kind of pivot out almost like a dump truck tailgate or something. So you can really tell when you're doing good or when you're trying to go too fast with it. So that's something that you'd always keep an eye on. It's got feet here, parking stands. This is in the up position, in the operation position. You can see here it's got a slip clutch, which is great. I've never really been in a situation where the slip clutch has been necessary. It's got greasable drive lines, of course. It's even got some grease fittings in the pillow bearings. So it's really great. And then Hank, if you'll come over here, I'll show you the most powerful and important part of this stump grinder. Is the stump grinder went to FSU, so that's what makes it really key.
That's the power. So, that's the power plant.
That's the power plant right there.
That's right. So, all right. So what we're gonna let's go take a look at what we're gonna take out with this thing. All right. You guys can see here we've got a pine tree stump that was harvested. When the lumber people or the timber company came. What do you think that is? 20 inches, 18, 20 inches?
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it should be right at the capacity of it. That stump grinder, because it's got the 24-inch head, it'll cut, we'll probably take maybe 3 passes or so. It'll cut maybe 6 inches per pass.
Okay.
So, and then what it'll do, the spec sheet on it says that it'll cut 6 inches below grade. But that really depends on your own tractor, just how close you can get down, how close the loader lift arms, or sorry, the 3-point lift arms can get down to the ground. I think my tractor can actually get down to about 8 inches. So we'll see how far we can get it cut. All right, guys. So the biggest key with these stump grinders is to try to start as close to the ground as possible. That's what I do anyway, to save the teeth. So you can see that this stump was left maybe 12 to 16 inches high. So what I've done is I've cut it as close to the ground as possible. We'll go ahead and get rid of the stump top whenever we get ready to cut it, and then we'll just go from there. Yeah, it does pretty good. You know, it's maybe not quite exactly a commercial piece of equipment, but for the landowner, homeowner, farmer, rancher, to take care of the odd tree, I think it does great. You know, you can't knock it out at all for that.
No, I was impressed by how little effort it took. You know, we were talking behind the camera about the RPMs it takes to use the Woodland stump grinder, and it went pretty easy.
Yeah. This machine is rated for 20 to 45 horsepower machines. So I've seen the small machines, the John Deere 1025Rs run it.
Yeah.
Super efficiently too. So this 40 horsepower machine just went through it real easy.
Yeah, it did. It was pretty impressive. So what we're going to do now, you can see how we went probably 2 inches below grade. So I'll take my EA landscape rake and I'll cover this back up, make it nice and pretty, and then I'll be able to mow it, you know, with my 0 turn across there. So I noticed that when we were done, you put your echo in the scabbard there. You know, if you had a SawHaul, you actually could save 5% on SawHaul.com using promo code Hank. I didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah, that's definitely the next modification that's going on the tractor for sure. As long as I can get it passed through the finance committee.
The finance committee.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the machine.
Well, tell her you got a discount code.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
So, hey, listen, I'm going to actually leave a link to the Woodland Mill stump grinder in the description. You can go check their website out and see what you think about it. Anyway, hey, listen, we appreciate you watching the video. Thanks, Brandel, for coming over and helping us out. We really enjoyed watching the Kioti CK4010 work, and it does a lot of good stuff for you. I've been pretty impressed with it so far. And but anyway, hey, there's going to be a little barn pop up over here. If you click on that little white circle, that's going to take you to our subscribe page. If you would hit that, we would be just honored that you would join us here in our community. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one. You guys take care.